Ciao Bella, welcome to Bello and Shinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We are going to do some whips and FOs and project talk and maybe a little life catch up as well. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Um, okay, don't make noises at me. Sorry, my computer. It's not being weird or anything, but it's like getting to the point where it like needs the updates and then it's like bing bing bing. It's annoying me. Uh, but anyway, we'll see how this goes. I am starting to get a migraine. I can feel it back here. That's where mine start, like right here at the back of my head, and then they curl over the front of my head. I've already taken medicine. I felt it coming on earlier today while I was at work, and I went ahead and took medicine, and then I took a second dose before I left work, and that's all that I can take in a 24-hour period. So the rest will be ice, dark, ibuprofen, and more water. Those are my options at this point. But I do need to get a video out for Friday, so I want to go ahead and get this to you all. So, first of all, whips. Yeah, still pretty much everything. um, I've not touched the fairy dust since I came home. I've not touched the waffle blanket since I've come home. I've not touched the sag and the serpent. I'm still at like row 112. Still there, haven't touched it. I have not been sleeping hardly at all. Um, First I thought it was jet lag. Now I'm pretty sure it's not. And that's really hard for me because I don't get a I don't get a nap in the middle of the day or anything. So um, I'm running on like 3-ish hours of sleep a night. Um, but I'm trying really hard to not be like, okay, screw it, let me just read because I can't go to sleep. Because that's what I normally do. And it hasn't changed the fact that I can't sleep. I just get more antsy because I want to do something to make myself tired. But I'm trying to force myself not to. Um, so, yeah. I haven't been getting a lot of crochet done because I'm so stressed out about trying to go to sleep that I'm not getting a lot done. And trying to concentrate on something like the fairy dust or the stag and the serpent right now is not something that I can manage because I can't focus that hard. I'm hoping that it gets better. The medicine that I'm on, um, they changed the dosage, so that may be affecting what's happening. So I'm hoping once that levels out, I will be okay. Um, I do have a long weekend coming up, so for American schools in most parts of the U.S. and then where I am, we've started back to school. Some schools on the East Coast don't start back until after Labor Day, which is the holiday that's coming up. And so I do have a long weekend. I'm hoping that I can get some crochet time in, and I'm hoping that I can get maybe a couple of things finished. So to that end, I wanted to show you, because I have this kit. I was really hoping to be finished with this kit by now, and I'm not. I did take it to the States with me. I did start it in the States. I have not gotten any further than the last time I showed you. I just have the little body done for Jack. I haven't started Sally. I still have all the odds and ends to put on him. The front of his shirt, the collar, the waistcoat bottom, all of those things are sewn separately. I do wish though that like the waistcoat or something they would have left like a, if you would have done like, as you're going around, if you would have done like front loop only or back loop only, or you know, something in a couple of stitches so you have something to attach it to and you don't have to sew it on. And I didn't pay attention to the pattern, so I didn't think to do that. But yeah, this is as far as I have. I still have to finish it. I will be doing the kit though. I did put up a video on the 25th. It was a Monday. That was like pick a Lego kit, and there were 3. There was the camera. There were 2 3-in-1 sets. There was a camera, TV, video camera kind of thing, and then there was a skateboard, boombox, or roller skate, and then there was the Wicked set. So you got to pick. I would make the roller skate out of that one 3-in-1, and then the camera out of the other one, and then there was the Wicked set. So you would vote, and then on Labor Day, I'm gonna show you what the winner is, and then probably put that together. I was hoping I'd be finished with this kit before I got to that point, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll finish it over the weekend. Who knows? I still have time. We'll see. So this whip project is still going. The baby blanket that I was working on in the States, I still haven't finished. I haven't touched it since I've been back. It was just the suzette stitch. I haven't done anything on it. I haven't done anything on any project except for one. And that is going to be my FO for the month. That's it. That's all I've got. And I'm not beating myself. That's all, folks. I'm not beating myself up over it. I'm not where I usually am, and it feels weird. And I haven't done anything. Like, it's not like I'm working more or I'm working harder or I'm something. The only thing that's changed is my medication, and yes, that can be a big factor. But it shouldn't be affecting me like this, so that's why they tweaked it, and we'll see what happens. But I just feel out of sorts, and that's probably because I'm not sleeping. But also, it's weird for me to not be doing more, right? As far as the things that I love, like crochet, because it truly does calm me down and relax me and bring me peace. And the fact that I don't feel like I can do it feels very weird to me, because I want to. I haven't lost the desire, right? But it's almost like in sports they call it, like, you get the yips or you get the whatever, right? Like, you just lose your nerve almost, right? So my focus, right, to get it done is not there. But the desire is still there. Like, I still want to. Like, I pick up the project and I'm like, okay, I need to work on this. I want to work on this. Like, and not need as in for the channel or anything, but need as in I want to get this accomplished. I want to see where the rest of this picture goes, or I want to see what the amigurumi looks like when I'm done, or I want to get this blanket to my friend because they need baby blankets and things. So I want to do these things, and I just can't focus hard enough to do it. But, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, and I'm sorry. Hopefully it all smooths out soon. I do have one finished object, though. So we're going to talk about that, right? This, I'm so excited about this, you guys. This has been the only thing that I've been able to focus on. This is the Accordion Bag. I think I can pull up the pattern on my phone, but this is the Accordion Bag. This is that Egyptian cotton that I bought in the UK when I was with Sam. I bought it in Bath at the shop called Wool. I did do a video on that, so you can check that out. I will put that in the description box. Yes. But it is finished. The accordion bag is finished. I did try to braid the 3 colors that I got at Michael's, the suede pieces, but they wouldn't fit through the bag. So they wouldn't fit all 3. I tried to loop them through, but it wouldn't fit. But it cinches like it's supposed to. The only thing that I have to do is line it, and that doesn't involve it being a finished object. Like, it's a usable bag as it is now, as it stands. So I'm going to call this an FO, and if and when I get around to lining it, or if I take the fabric to someone and say, please, can you line this bag for me? Either way, it's done, right? It's done. If I don't have the focus to crochet, and that's something that brings me joy, I can tell you right now, I don't have the focus to hand sew fabric to this bag. Because I hate sewing. I will do it, but I cannot stand it by hand. Okay? But it is done. And I love the feel of this bag. I love the look of this bag. I took a couple of pictures. I will put them on my community posts. I will put them in the Facebook group. And I will probably even put them on Instagram. I know it's been a minute since I've been on my channel Instagram. I don't post on social media, you guys. I have it, but I don't post on it. I mean, I do post to like the Facebook group and things, but I don't really post a lot to the, my Instagram, my personal Instagram or the channel. I don't really post on my personal Facebook. Oh, and to that end, I just want to let you guys know, because I have had some friend requests from some of you all. I won't accept those. You want to be in the Facebook group? Cool, cool, cool. You want to join my Instagram, like follow me on Instagram? Cool. I post things about my job. I post things about my kids on my personal pages, and I don't let a lot of people see those things. They're they're marked private for a reason. That's not to say that I don't accept some people, but we have to have a relationship outside of this channel, right? We have to. If we don't, and I don't feel like we're more than just 2D friends, right? Like, we don't have that bond, mainly because those are my kids, right? And I do everything I can to keep my daughter off this channel. She wants to be on the channel so bad because, you know, being a YouTuber is a big thing. But people are mean and they are cruel. And that's not to say that people in the Yarny community are, but just people in the world. And I'm not going to expose my private life to that. I don't want to. And I'm damn sure not going to expose my kids to it. My son's old enough, he can make the decision, like when he was on the live with me, so forth and so on. He's an adult, he can make his own decisions. But my little girl's not. And I'm not going to open it up like that. So I don't want anyone to be upset. I don't want anyone to feel like I don't want to connect with you. I do want to connect with you. But when it comes to my kids, that's a hard line, right? And I won't cross that line for many people. You can DM me, you can email me, you can, whatever you want to do, right? But if it's a place where I put my children, the bond has to be there above and beyond anything having to do with the channel, right? If that's all we're talking about, then I'm not going to expose my children's lives, if that makes sense. And also, I cuss a lot. a lot. I don't do it on the channel, but I cuss a lot. And my sense of humor is very dry and sarcastic, and some people get really upset, right? It's not offensive. I don't say things towards any group or religion or any of those things, but I am, I don't know. Some people would call it mean. I'm not, it's not, but it is very dry, right? It's very sarcastic. Um, and I don't do that on the channel because that's not what we're here to talk about, right? We're here to talk about yarn. We're here to talk about the things that we all love and can communicate with, and about. So I wanted to clear that up just because I've had probably a dozen over the summer friend requests, and some people have, I've declined them, and then they've done it multiple times, and I've reached out like, hey, this is just my private space, and everyone that I've reached out to has been respectful, but just going forward, I just wanted to put it out there, right? Like I said, I do have a group, Facebook group for the channel. Join that. We can share and communicate through there. That's completely fine. I do have an Instagram. You can DM me there. You can email me if you want to show me pictures of your projects. I will put them in my videos. I will put them in my posts. You can put them in my posts. I have the community open now. So if you want to post things that are channel content related, by all means, right? Please, 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 please do. I would love to interact with you there across all of those platforms, right? But just not when it comes to my kids, right? So, um, sorry for that rant in the middle, but just the posting of things reminded me of that, because I will post about this in lots of places. But I will also, I just remembered something that I need to put in my totals and I forgot. It's okay. I'll get to it in a minute. Anyway, this is my one FO really and truly, right? I'm going to talk about another one. And I did get permission to share. So I'm going to share it with you all. But I was done with it way before, and I was just waiting on one piece. And I've talked about it before. So this bag, right? Let me get the pattern for you. It's called the Accordion Bag. I think it was a free pattern, if I remember correctly. This was the yarn. So this was the Gossypium cotton tweed, the Ericanite. That was this yarn, right? And I used pretty much everything I have left. I have tiny, tiny, tiny little bits left. I could probably, if I wanted to, twist them together and thread them through and make a cord out of that instead of this suede, or instead, like, if I needed to change it out or something. But that, I mean, it's really barely anything left. So I'm calling it all used up, because I couldn't even, unless I did both of them together, like the cream or the bone and then the turquoise, I wouldn't even be able to do the center of a granny square with what I have left. So I'm going to call that done, right? I used all 8 balls of that. So they were 50 gram balls, and little donuts. So I have that. The other thing that I finished, now, like I said, I had this finished well before now, but I was waiting on the pockets. So this is a dress that I made as a test for Evelyn at Pink Sheep Designs. And this is the dress. So I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Oh, sorry. Can't see that message. This is the dress, right? And it is made with Lion brand comfy cotton. I held 2 strands together. I was trying to find, I have some, hold on a second. It's in a different colorway, but I have some right here. Yeah. It was a comfy cotton blend, so it was this here, but not that colorway. Let me look it up here. Lion brand. So the brown was cappuccino. Comfy cotton blend. So I used up, I had one, I was at the point where I had one of these left in the colorway that I was using, and I ended up having to hold both ends. So I had the outer and the inner ends, and I was using it to crochet because I had to hold it double. Because if you know Pink Sheep Designs, and even if you don't know Pink Sheep Designs, I'm going to tell you, 95% of her projects are done with bulky weight yarn. That's not something that I use, right? But she encourages kind of going out of the comfort zone of just using the bulky weight yarn. So like I held double the comfy cotton blend, which is a 3-weight yarn, and I made the dress, right? It is a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little heavy. It's not super bad, but it's a little heavy. So let me see. Yeah, this is, no. I'm trying to find the one that I used because, so this is the cappuccino one. Mochaccino, not cappuccino, mochaccino. This is the mochaccino one. So this is the brown that I used in the dress. And then, I don't remember the other one. Oh, I missed that stained glass colorway. I made a bag out of that. Man, do I miss it. It was beautiful. Beautiful. You know what? Let me go to my, I'm blurry. I'm still blurry. Let's see. Let me go to my yarn library and look it up for you guys. I know I have it in there. Just the colorway. Because I can't. I can't remember the name of the colorway. So all I had to finish were the pockets, but I ended up using there's no way. Maybe I took them all out because I finished them. Look at me. I don't know. They're not in there. Okay. I'm looking, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, well fine then. I didn't want to look on you anyway. I'm really trying to find it, you all. But I ended up finishing with the pockets, the colorway that I had of this, and the mochaccino. So I can count the totals, and I didn't think about that in my yardage for the month. because I didn't count the yardage when I finished it before. So I don't know how many yards are in this one. I'm trying to go to Lion Brand and see if it'll, I know it's not on there, but like you can't buy it anymore. Okay, so it's 392. Let me get my calculator because I did not add that to my total, and I just remembered. I had my total. I was ready. I was ready, you guys. I really was. And then I forgot what I was doing. So, my nose itches. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really trying to find that colorway, and it's going to bother me that I don't have it. Is this it? Yeah. What is this color? Sorry. I just want to tell you the color. You can't buy it anymore, but if you have it, you might be able to use it. I don't want that. Driftwood. Oh my lord. This one. This one. Sorry. This one. Driftwood. That's what I used for the top. And then I did so I did the top in the driftwood, right? And then I did 10 rows and then 2 rows of stripes and 10 rows and 2 rows of stripes and 10 rows and 2 rows of stripes. And then the last section I was running out of the mochaccino, so I just did 5 rows. And then the pockets, which you can't see, I tried to do all out of the driftwood and I ran out. So one pocket is mostly driftwood and then like 3 rows of the mochaccino, because I was like, oh, maybe I'll save some in it. So then the other pocket is like 3 rows of driftwood and the rest was mochaccino. But I love the dress. It, like I said, it is a little heavy, but it fits beautifully. I love Evelyn's designs when it comes to tops and things. This is very much like the Nancy bralette that I tested, except for it goes down as like a full top. But the concept is similar, and it has the crisscross back, and you can cinch it and make it tighter, and all of that. So I very much like this dress. It's not something I could wear to work, but it is something that is nice, right? And I am proud of myself for making it, and I'm proud of myself for getting the yarn out of my stash and apparently out of my yarn library already. So that is what I have as far as whips and FOs. And whips, if you don't know, is works in progress, and FOs are finished objects. I did read 11 books this month. Again, I'm not sleeping. So, there we have it. I did not do any puzzles this month. I didn't buy any puzzles this month. I didn't buy any Lego sets this month. I am going to put together whichever Lego set wins. So you're seeing this on Friday what is Friday? What is Friday? Friday is the 29th of August. So I will the winner of the kit will be picked on Monday, which is September 1st. So the Lego kit won't technically go for a finished item in the Craft Yourself Free project that Sam over at Memphis Makes and I are doing. It won't go in August, it'll go in September. But my goal, since I have the long weekend, is to do the video of which one won and then actually put it together, right? So that's kind of my goal there. We'll see what happens. And then I want to finish this because I want my Jack and Sally, right? I want my Jack and Sally, and I want them before Halloween. So because the next thing that I want to do from here, we've already talked about this if you've been around, is I want to do this wall hanging. I'm not gonna do it before Halloween, okay? But that's the next thing that I want to do out of here, and I want to finish the Jack and Sally before I do that. I do have cream, I do have black, I do have yellow, and I have it all in cotton. So I would probably do it in cotton, because I have all of that in cotton. So that would be something that I would do out of the booklet. The pattern is in the booklet, so that's something that I want to do next. So we'll get that going eventually, but I want to finish Jack and Sally before Halloween. And then something else that's going to be coming up at some point on the channel. I don't know exactly when it's going to get here because things don't always get here when they're supposed to. I did order an Advent. I did. And you all have Sam to thank for this Advent. Sam over at Memphis Makes. I'm not going to say she made me do it because she didn't make me do it. She was just like, hey, guess what? There's this thing over in this place. You should go check it out. And I was like, okay. So I went to go check it out. And then it ended up in my cart. And then I ended up paying for it. And then it's going to be mailed at some point in like October or November. But that's the thing that bothers me because it's going to take a long time to get to me. So I don't know that it's going to get to me in time to do it like a regular 25-day Advent thing. I have no idea. We'll see. But I am hoping that it does and that I can do it with you all. I am not traveling for the holidays this year because I have a big travel coming up in May, right? My son is graduating college and I'm so excited for him. So all of my travel money has to go there. And that's completely fine. I'm not upset about it. I'm just saying I'll be around. So I am not going to have to like try to pre-record things or do things ahead of time. I can kind of just be a little bit more loose with it because I'm not going anywhere. So that will come up at some point. I'm hoping, I haven't seen them yet, but I'm hoping that Evelyn, again at Pink Sheep Designs, puts out her Halloween. Did you hear that whistle? What was that? I'm hoping that Evelyn puts out her Halloween box. I love those boxes. I haven't seen them, but I also haven't looked for them. I haven't gone to Etsy to look for them. So we'll see how that goes. Now that I've finished this project, my focus is going to be the Jack and Sally Amigurumi. And then I'll be able to get back on my other projects. And then once I finish this, okay, once this is done, then and only then will I start the Manfella Mals, the 4th project. I still have to show you the shawl and show you the yarn for the Asteria doily, but I'm not doing that until I finish another project. I have to get things off my plate. I think that might be another reason why I'm struggling, because I don't normally have this many projects. I have overwhelmed myself. I did it to myself. Nobody pushed me. Nobody encouraged me. Nobody made me. I'm not doing these things for anybody but myself, right? Except for the 2 blankets that are my daughter's. But she didn't ask. Well, she did ask me to do the fairy dust, but she's not in any hurry, right? So it's not like there's pressure. I just started too many things, and that's not like me at all. So I have to remind myself why I don't do that. And I have to make a conscious effort to finish things before I start new things. So this is my next goal. And then I do have 2 puzzles that I purchased while I was in the States. And then, of course, I have these Lego kits. So those are some of the things that you're going to be seeing coming up in September and October and so forth. Of course, there will be crochet content because that's what I'm doing. I haven't ordered any yarn since the premier yarn that I ordered when I was in the States and forgot what it looked like. Actually, I didn't even order that when I was in the States. I ordered that when I was in the UK. I did a whole bunch of yarn shopping when I was in the UK. But anyway, I'm going to let you all go. So for the Craft Yourself Free, because I didn't explicitly talk about that, Craft Yourself Free is the other, excuse me, the other collaboration that Sam over at Memphis Makes and I are doing this year. But we're talking about anything that you're doing. It doesn't matter what kind of thing that it is, if it brings you joy, if it allows you to find your safe space, find your calm, whatever it is, gardening, reading, diamond painting, paint by numbers, crochet, knit, macrame, spinning, sewing. I don't care what it is that you do. If it brings you joy, you can include it in the Craft Yourself Free hashtag. I always do it in my Whipson and FO's video. I know Sam does a separate Craft Yourself Free video every month. And I just don't have enough to talk about as far as totals and stuff go to do that. She does lots of things with her charity makes and with her regular makes, and she crochets a lot more than I do. But to that end, right, I did use 1,606 yards for the month of August, and that's including the yardage from the Comfy Cotton that I was almost finished with, but I didn't finish until August because I did the pockets on the dress. And then it was like 800 and something yards just for the bag, because I finished the bag because they were 100. It was 137 yards per ball, and I'd already used up 2 balls. Yeah, with the other things that I had made, and then the other strips. So that's it in a nutshell for me, you all. I'm hoping, like I said, that I can get back into the groove, and I'm not beating myself up over it. I just feel off kilter, if that makes sense. I feel off centered, and it feels very strange. I don't like it. I do not like it, Sam. I am. No, I don't like green eggs and ham either. But okay, it's the 3rd time I've said I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go for real this time. All right. Until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!